I'm in Alabama. That's probably why it won't work. Lower Alabama, I might add.
Hey, Butch.
Hey, who's this?
It's Helen.
Hey, Helen, how you doing? I missed you over
I'm
in Athens. I thought you
Is now joining. Is now joining.
Hey, Butch, this is Leanne. What are you doing in Lower Alabama?
I'm on the way to a cow sale in Mississippi.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me you were down there trying to straighten those folks out.
No, I wish I could get our Bulldogs. We just came through Tuscaloosa. I wish I could get our Bulldogs a big win over here Saturday night.
Did you go to Athens?
But,
Butch, did you go to Athens?
Yeah.
Go to Athens?
I'm sorry I missed you there.
Oh, I know. I hated.
I left after Richard got through this morning, and we had a long 300-something mile drive, and headed out.
I had planned on coming, and everything just got very complicated, so I hated to miss it.
There were a lot of no-shows that people that either were invited by the Superintendent's Association or superintendents or staff people that were no-shows. I saw.
Are you talking about for that? Which meeting are you talking about?
Bootstrap.
I was talking about for
Bootstrap. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know you went, Dr. Mosley. That's great.
I did.
I had breakfast with Dr. Mosley this morning.
Wonderful.
Hey, Scott.
Hello, Helen. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you say people missed because they were that were invited or because they were indicted? Which one did
Ouch. Ouch.
Might have been both. I don't know.
All right, so I heard Helen, and I heard Butch, I heard Scott.
Helen.
Leanne is here.
Hello, Leanne. I see Fenna. I heard Martha.
I'm here.
Scott Sweeney, Mike Royals here.
Thank you, Mike. Scott Johnson. Is Trey Allen on the line? Or Leonte? Okay, Mike Long? Lisa Kennemore?
Richard Wood. Mike Long is waiting in the lobby.
Is now exiting.
Mike Long?
Here.
Hi there. I have 9 board members so far.
All right, well, that's terrific, and that's a quorum. So this is Chairman Scott Sweeney on October 15th, Thursday, 4 p.m. for a called state board meeting. I want to thank everybody for getting together. We have a light agenda. We have 5 items on the agenda. These are budget committee items, and in Chairman Jason Downey's absence, Mike Royal will be handling the budget items today. So, Mr. Royal, I'll turn this over to you.
Mr. Chairman, do we need to approve our agenda to start the meeting?
We need order.
Yeah.
Well, we did a call to order.
Yeah, we did a call to order. We've got our
Okay.
agenda. Do we need to approve our agenda?
Let's go through well, first of all, we have the items before us, so this is Budget Committee, and then when you're done with that, we'll approve the agenda before we vote.
All right, good deal. Well, thank you, Chairman Sweeney. As you mentioned, the Budget Committee involves 5 items. I'd like to ask, I think everybody has had a chance to look over these 5 items, and I know I've answered some questions from board members on these items. And if we can, for the sake of having an efficient meeting, if anybody has any questions or would like to pull one or ask something for additional questions, I think these and 2 are very time sensitive, and these are pretty straightforward. They are work that needs to be done and work that needs to be done expeditiously to help kids get access to broadband. And so if we could, Chairman Sweeney, I'd like to, on behalf of the Budget Committee, recommend that all 5 of these items be moved to a consent agenda, unless, of course, anybody doesn't consent, or if anybody has any questions before we move to consent, that we could have myself or staff answer any of the questions on them.
I'm okay with that approach. Does anybody have anything that they would like to pull for a separate item or vote? And having said that, is Superintendent Woods, Matt Jones, and/or Stacy Suber-Drake on the phone?
Good afternoon, Stacy Suber-Drake here.
Thank you, Stacy. Just a quick question: are any of these items, are they required by law or otherwise to be held as a separate vote?
No, none of these items are.
Terrific. Thank you. Mike, I didn't hear any objections to moving these items to consent. Is there one last shot, is there any objections to moving these items to consent?
All right, I'll just read them out so that we've got a record. Mr. Chair, it'd be the motion of the Budget Committee to move item number 1, FP Grant Personal Development to Improve Services and Results for Children with Disabilities. Item number 2, TS Grant to accept the Governor's Emergency Education Relief Funding to support K-12 Internet access. Item number 3 is contract with the Department of Community Affairs. Item number 4 is contract amendment for the K-12 network. And item number 5 is a contract with the Georgia Technology Authority. Be the recommendation of the committee to move these to consent.
Thank you very much, Mr. Royal. Noted. So we have an agenda, the consent agenda items number 1 through 5 is read by Mr. Royal from the Budget Committee. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
This is my motion, Mr. Chair.
All right. I heard a first from Mr. Mosley. Who was the second?
Mr. Long.
Thank you, Mr. Long. So we have a first and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote regarding the approval of the agenda. Would you please call the roll, Ms. Caputo?
Sure. Excuse me. Mike Long,
Yes.
Butch Mosley,
Yes.
Helen Rice.
Yes.
Is Lisa Kennemore on? Kenneth Mason,
Yes.
Scott Sweeney,
Trey.
Yes.
Is now joining.
Mike Royal,
Yes.
Martha Zoller,
Yes.
Leanne Cowart,
Yes.
Scott Johnson,
Yes.
Trey Allen,
Debbie, I just joined in the middle of the vote. I'm sorry. Is this attendance? What are we voting on?
Trey, this is, we actually moved all 5 items from the Budget Committee to a consent agenda, and so we are casting our votes for the. This is an approval of the agenda. That's what you're casting a vote for.
Yes.
Okay.
Leon K. Benton, Dina Petty.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you very much. With that, now the chair will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. Debbie, would you please, first of all, I need a first and a second.
I so moved, Mr. Chair. Martha Zoller.
Thank you, Ms. Zoller. Is there a second?
I'll
Thank you.
I'll second.
All right. I'm not sure who the second came from. Debbie, did you record that?
Is that the
I have
Leanne or
Helen.
Helen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we have a first and a second. Any conversation or discussion? Hearing none. Debbie, if you'll call the roll to approve the consent agenda.
Okay. Mike Long? Mike Long?
Yes. Yes.
Butch Mosley?
Yes.
Is now joining.
Helen Rice?
Yes.
Ms. Kennemore, we're approving the consent agenda.
Okay.
Is that a yes vote, Ms. Kennemore, for the approval of the consent agenda? Ms. Kennemore, is that a yes vote to approve the consent agenda?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kenneth Mason?
Yes.
Scott Sweeney?
Yes.
Mike Royal?
Yes.
Martha Zoller?
Yes.
Leanne Cowart?
Yes.
Scott Johnson?
Yes.
Trey Allen?
Yes.
Leonte Benton? Fina Petty?
Yes.
That motion carries, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Ms. Caputo. And that concludes the items that we have before us. And with that, the chair will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman. Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. We have a first and a second. Any conversation, discussion? Hearing none, the chair calls for Ms. Caputo to call the roll, please.
Mike Long?
Yes.
Butch Mosley?
Yes.
Helen Rice?
Yes.
Lisa Kennemore?
Yes.
Kenneth Mason?
Yes.
Scott Sweeney?
Yes.
Mike Royal?
Yes.
Martha Zoller?
Yes.
Leanne Cowart?
Yes.
Scott Johnson?
Yes.
Trey Allen?
Yes.
Fina Petty?
Yes.
We stand adjourned.
Thank you. Let the record note the time is 4:10. I don't know if this is a record for the fastest board meeting, but I want to thank everybody for their participation today.
No break.
Thank you all for the enormous and incredible work you do. Appreciate you all. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank